Hello and welcome back to Holistic Healthcare and my tip of the week. Have you ever had one of those days where, or maybe a week or a month or a year or a life where you feel like, what is the point in it all? Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? Is there any reason for any of this? I know for me, I always grew up with that discontent, that feeling that, there's got to be more to life than just living, breathing, eating, sleeping, having somewhat relationships, and then dying. And again, maybe it's just me, but maybe other people out there, maybe you feel the same way. Maybe you feel like some days you just wonder, what is the point in even being here? Well, what I've learned in my journey is that when I wake up and I have those days, I realize that I've somehow lost my connection between my knowing up in my intellect and my knowing down in my true inner being, who I really am. And that's what I want to talk about this week, is this discontent. I wrote a blog a couple of weeks ago, I think, about who's driving your bus. And the whole point of that blog was to help people recognize that what you think up here and what you believe and what your thoughts are that ramble on are not necessarily a reflection of your true inner being. That, as a human organism, we have an intellectual brain knowledge, but we also have this deep inner cosmic individual knowing of who we are. And we quite often get in conflict with that. And I know for myself, I'm very much a sit in my head type person. And now when I look back on my upbringing and my life and all the trauma and the turmoil that I went through to become who I am today, I realized that I had learned to disconnect from my inner knowing, to separate myself from what I really know and believe within myself, because somewhere along the line I felt it was not wise, that what I knew deep inside wasn't reflected back by the people surrounding me, that they told me that I was wrong or that I was stupid and no good, and why would I think of things that way, and why would you do that? Because I somehow deep inside knew what was right for me, but the people in my life around me, my parents, like the authority figures in my life, teachers, whatever, had their own diseased belief structures and state, and would reflect back at me that what I thought I knew was wrong. Well, you know what? I want people to learn to listen to their inner knowing. And I'm going to attach this actually to that old blog that I did about who's driving your bus, because it's really important to get in control of the crazy ass bus driver that's in our head that just rambles along and does his own little thing, and we're going to go off over here and we're going to go, and we get so caught up in being out of control in our own lives because we don't realize we're the one in control of our brain. That the being of who we are, the true essence of us as just a unique, amazing individual, is in control of that thought patterns. And how to gain control of those thought patterns is really pivotal. So that's really what I wanted to talk about this week, is if you feel like, what is the point in life? Why am I even here? Realize that you're probably sitting up here, that you're not really listening to your inner instincts, your true inner knowing of, who am I as an individual? What is it that I can offer the world? Because I guarantee you, every single one of you people out there has something phenomenal and amazing to give to the world. What you have to do is discover who you are. What's your true soul purpose? And that's what I've certainly continue to teach myself, and what I teach my children, is that each of us is here for a very specific reason, that you as an individual are going to see life in the most amazing, unique way that is just yours. And that's what you need to understand and unfold, is first of all, discovering who you are. Who are you as an individual? What drives you? What makes you passionate? What brings you joy? What makes you want to learn something? What is it that inspires you? Those are your things to discover. And really, that's kind of all it's about. We're here to just figure out who we are as individuals. And as we figure out who we are as individuals, and we gain some level of self-knowledge and self-fulfilling control in a natural, rhythmic way, then we can also give back to those who are surrounding us in our lives in a much healthier, holistic, natural way, that we support and we love unconditionally each other. And that's all we need to do. We just need to know that each of us has our own path, and we're all kind of unique and individual in our own way. And some of us are really wacky. I mean, you know, my kids certainly think sometimes I'm a little bit whacked out, but that's okay, and that's who I am. And I like being a little bit whacked out because it makes life fun and enjoyable, and it makes the people around me laugh. And it's really all it's about, is just having fun and enjoying life and learning who you are. So this week, instead of thinking, I don't know why I'm here, reflect. Get out of here and listen to here, and know that what I feel deep inside of me is vitally important to me and no one else. And I am the most significant person to me in my lifetime. And I need to love and honor myself fully, first and foremost, before I can ever give back to anybody else in this world. So this week, I want you to really reflect on, who are you? What drives you? What brings you joy? What makes you want to do something? And go and do that for you. You have to live each day solely for yourself. Not in an egotistical, I don't give a shit about anybody else way, but in a way that if you love and honor yourself first, then you can love and honor everybody else. And you do, because I've done for myself today, and I've honored myself today, and now I can go and run my kids everywhere that they need to go, and do the laundry, and, you know, make dinner, and give back without feeling angry and resentful because I'm doing for everybody else. No, I'm doing for me first, and I'm doing this in lieu of, because I chose to have children, and I enjoy my family, and I honor myself first, then I can honor them. And it's a reciprocal thing. And then they honor and love me back, and they don't expect too much. And that's the way the world should work. And I'm hoping that eventually we'll all get there, where we are just simply honoring ourselves first, and then we're honoring the world and loving the world back like we love ourselves. That would be the perfect utopial world. And maybe someday we'll get there. But for now, how about you just work on loving and honoring yourself, and listening to your inner knowing and trusting it. Don't, even if it seems crazy, believe me, what you know about yourself, you only know, and no one else knows. You have to honor and trust that whatever it is you, and it's meant to be you, and to just live in all its glory and love yourself. And that's my video blog this week. It's about getting out of the crazy intellect that serves us sometimes, and it gets us where we need to go in many, many ways, but really to just sit in the inner knowing of who you are and trust and have faith that you are who you are, and you need to unfold in your own unique way, is all that really matters. In True Resonant Health, this is Andrea Coulter signing off. Hopefully I'll see you next week. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to video blog when I'm at the cottage, so if I don't have a video blog next week, hang on. I will get back to you in a couple of weeks if I haven't got one next week. Have a great week, and we will hopefully see you again.